Hey, y'all. Howdy. Oh. God, look at all the Twitch titles with caps in their name, bro. What's up with that? Everybody using capital letters. Everybody clickbaiting on twitch.tv. Disgusting. Nobody's honest anymore. Nobody tells the truth. Thanks, Mario Bob. Thank you for the prime. Big ups. Dude, I think we actually might beat Quarry tonight. Because I wanted to play Ninja Turtles. But all my friends bailed on me. Which means we might be Quarry champing. I think that might be it. I don't know if we'll beat it tonight. I don't know how much further we have. I can't say off the top of my head. Because I haven't, like, looked up how long it is. But I'm hoping we could beat it tonight, maybe? I don't know. I feel like we're close to the end. Probably like 3 more chapters. Thank you, Starseer. Right? Hi, everybody. Thanks, Squid Boy. Oh, congrats on the free sub. Yeah, remember. Just hit exclamation point claim it. You'll get a code that you can use later. Ninja Turtles is so good. It looked kind of basic to me. Which I guess is the point. Those things are supposed to be kind of simple, you know. But when I looked at it, I was like, would this be fun? It looks kind of simple, right? Alright, we got... This guy needs a timeout. You gotta... It's time to take a break. you gotta take 600 seconds to yourself. A little bit too much there. A little bit too much too fast. Why aren't you at Invitational? I've said this a million times. I'm going to Utah. I'm gonna be at Utah this weekend. This is where I'm going. Hold on. I'm gonna be at Crown 2022, which is Crown 2. Kind of confusing. Coney, I played against you in Strikers today. No, you didn't. I didn't play Strikers today. So, don't know who is using my name, but that was not me. I hope you enjoyed your game. I don't know who's pretending to be me on Quick Play. It's a little strange. Then I played your club. Oh, okay. You probably played my club. That makes more sense, yeah. I'm going to Utah this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be here at Crown 2022, which is also Crown 2. Woohoo. We're a little bit early today because we're going to be visited by YouTuber and friend of the stream for a fun little fighting game video that we're going to be doing. Well, he's going to be doing a fighting game thing, and I'm taking a little quiz, so it should be fun. I'm going to check up on this Final Fantasy stuff because I didn't actually see it. Hold on. It's like Final Fantasy 7. What? It was like a presentation. A lot of stuff. Actually, a lot of stuff. Or oh, it's only 15 minutes. That does not sound like a lot of stuff. All right, we might skip through some of this. Dude. At some point, people are going to get sick of this, right? This whole Final Fantasy 7, just the whole... At some point, you're going to run out here. Right? This fucking game can't carry this nostalgia weight forever. Jesus. Like, it's been all Final Fantasy 7 for like 20 years. And then they finally made the remake. And now it's... They're going to do this every 5 years. 30th anniversary, 35th, 40th, 45th. Then they're going to go to the 41, 42.
Destiny together.
Okay. This game for PC. Yep, it'll look good. June 17th, which is tomorrow! Wow! Maybe we already knew that. I don't know. PC. Yeah, PC. Merch and music. Ooh! I kind of like that. That goes kind of nice. Ooh, the blue and the green materia. Wait a minute. Are they the same thing, or are they? There's a green edition and a blue edition. That better be the same sword. If I have to buy a blue and a green version, that's crazy. That's been out for ages. Wait, is that true? Buster Sword digital clock. This says available for pre-order. Like, it's not out. What the fuck? $200? Oh my god, and you have to pay separate. There's a Sephiroth model and a Cloud model. Oh, that's just a clock. Okay. That's just a normal clock with Sephiroth on it. $130. A melody will play at the top of every hour when the room is well lit, and a backlight will turn on to illuminate the artwork. What melody plays? Like, you would assume if you bought this that it would be a Final Fantasy melody, but what if it's just like Yankee Doodle? What's the Cloud model? Normal clock. Normal clock. So the Buster Sword could have multiple different colors, right? RGB 3-color LED. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. That's worth $200. Cool, I guess. Damn, that guy's got a mullet. I never really noticed in the game, that guy. Wasn't he a character just for this game? This guy? Isn't he a new guy? The bike rider? Am I making that up? I thought he was new. Yeah, okay. Cool ring. And a bracelet. A vinyl. A new arrangement CD. Okay. Okay. Music. Got it. Oh, this is the Fortnite. Right. This is Final Fantasy VII Fortnite. I forgot about this. I wonder if people are playing that. How popular is it? What? Another possibility for a remake. Oh my god. How many fucking remakes are we going to have? Wait, is it a mobile 7 remake? What the fuck? Now it's real? It's chibi until it's in a fight and then it's real? This is insane. Dude, this is legitimately insane that they're just making the same game again and again and again and again and again. Why is it insane? There are so many ways to play Final Fantasy VII. There are so many fucking ways. Do you need another, like, how many different versions of this? This is wild to me. I guess it has to be popular, because how do you justify all these resources? All these man hours? All this work? Dude. How could you not have played this already if you want? Jesus Christ. beta test. Just unbelievable to me. Okay.
Zach speaking.
There's already a version for the phone. That's what I'm
Can
saying.
deal.
You're just making a
I can
pretty
cut loose,
version
right?
of the phone.
Within reason.
It's showtime.
To go.
Okay, so this is like 7 DLC, but with a different character. I hate this character design. I saw this guy for a split second. I was like, I don't like this. I think it's the gloves. Not into the gloves.
To become first? Good.
What's Zach's deal? Isn't he also, he's like Cloud's,
What we've done, that's set in stone.
like,
The past
other
is forever.
soldier?
But the future,
Like
even
the
if
guy
it
he
has
was
been
in the
written,
troop
can
with
be
or something?
changed. So focus on the future,
Yeah.
not the past.
He wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with
That looks
Genova
pretty.
at his side.
Wait, is this gonna come out on
Son
PS5
learner.
first?
I figured it was too late.
And you have to wait another year and a half for the PC
What are you
version?
implying?
Oh, that
That I
sucks.
That I'm some kind of imposter?
That
You
sucks,
were here with
dude.
me 5 years ago. Where are you?
Coney, if you had no, hold on, if you had no budget for a game and didn't even have to make it or pay for it for yourself, what would you make? I guess you're saying like I don't have a budget, like I have infinite budget. I would make a Twisted Metal Battle Royale. I want that game so bad, and I think it would go crazy. Hold on, I just realized my window's open. Whoa. Dude, what if I left that open during the quarry? I'm just cursing. Swearing up a storm. People are outside like, what the fuck's going on in there? Whoops.
What happened
Twisted
to
Metal Battle Royale would go insane.
you? Feel like I failed you.
Thank you, Buju Magoo. Thanks for the gift. So this is the second game. First one was Remake. This one's Rebirth. Next one is Reanimate. I don't know what a word is. Next winter. Damn, that's still far away. And it's going to get delayed. Ooh. That's not great. 1.5 years. Yeah. It's going to get delayed more. Don't act like it's not. Coney, we're 6 months into 2022. Yeah, this is another year and a half. What are you talking about? This is another year and a half, plus it's probably going to get delayed because all fucking games get delayed. You're not getting this shit till 2024. Bet. Thanks, Evan. I liked the first remake. Bro, this is a new style of drip. Usually it's the blazer with the graphic tee. This dude's got like a pea coat. Warm as hell. What's the weather in Japan right now? What side of the equator are they on? Is it winter over there? It's winter in Australia. It's still summer there, right? Okay, I thought so. I didn't want to be wrong. That's a very winter coat, you know? I'm more of a fall coat. Never mind. Bro, what? I can't understand. I don't have the cat. That doesn't help! What? Wait, reverse. Oh, it's because he said rebirth. I see. The auto. There has to be another another video, right? Okay, what? I don't. It doesn't matter. Okay. All right, so it's another game coming out next year. cool. But it's not actually coming out next year because we know it's not coming out. Hit it. Is it called Let's Dance? David Bowie. Yeah. Everybody knows that guy. Come on. Old Ziggy. Of course we know that guy. Okay. Tells me a hard one. Oh, what? That shit looked like a painting. Grapes of Wrath. Send it. Oh. This shit, a 60s movie with War Widow? This isn't Saving Private Ryan, right? Vin Diesel is in Saving Private Ryan? That's Vin Diesel. I've never seen this movie. I just know this scene is iconic. The D-Day scene in Saving Private Ryan is a big deal. I had no idea he was in that. Matt Damon, Tom Hanks. I didn't know this was such a star-studded cast. Never seen this movie. Do they save him? Spoil it for me. Do they get him? They bring him back, huh? Watch this movie with Vine Booms in the background. It's very good. I'm not into war movies. My wife loves war movies and natural disasters, like Twisters and shit. Omega laugh. If I told you that, you guys would call me a psychopath. What? I don't know what that was. Was that Julia Stiles? Okay, I think I saw Seth Green and a Rasta cap. Can't hardly wait. Fuck! It's something like that. It's one of these fucking party movies. Is Julia Stiles, they're at a party. Oh my god, Save the Last Dance? Is that it? Fuck, man, what is it? Julia Stiles. I know this. Was that the Joker? That was the Joker. Okay. Had to make sure that was the Joker. Got it. Saw my boy Heathy L. Never mind. I see the Full House font for some reason. I think I saw that too. That kind of threw me a little bit. I can't play it anymore. All right, we're going to do a fun little segment right now with my boy JMCrofts. Don't forget your bounty. Thanks. I won't. I'll do it later.
Yo.
Howdy. What's going on?
Not too much. How you doing?
Good, good, good. I'm excited to do whatever it is you have in store. I'm streaming right now.
Ooh,
Just so you know.
I've got
I
some
want you to
stuff
know.
up my sleeve here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I've definitely been watching some of your content lately and really enjoying it.
Thank you, thank you. I came across the Junpei. That's the guy, right? The baseball guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I did a video on the weirdest fighting game characters, and somebody linked your video. I was like, oh, this is tight as hell. I love this.
Yeah, I love doing stuff like that where it's like characters that people aren't super familiar with, but they have some cool stuff. There's some unique stuff out there.
So
All
what's
right,
up?
I'm
What are
about
we doing
to
today?
share my screen here.
Okay.
Yeah, in an ideal world, we could have done like 2-person training mode or something, but
Sure.
Unfortunately, I just feel like having to set everything up would be too big of a pain. So I'm just going to walk you through everything over screen share.
Sure. Okay.
Is it possible to get your camera for the recording? Or I know you're streaming, so it might be.
Yeah. Let me. I know there was a way before that I was able to.
What
do it
you
with a
can do
second
is
yeah.
You can just join the video call and then screen capture that segment of the call for your stream. But if it's too much work, don't worry about it.
would you mind just grabbing this part? If I give you an MKV, I think it'll be like this actually scales up pretty good for the
Yeah, that'd be
video
totally
file. So I think it's that's the same thing we do. So
All right, yeah, you can just hit me with that later. Perfect.
sure, cool.
All right, so you can see the screen.
Yeah.
All right, so here is the premise. Here's what we're gonna do today. We're looking at Street Fighter 4. I would have liked to do Guilty Gear Strive. That was kind of like the first game I thought about doing, but
Okay.
that game just got a huge patch, so no one really knows what the balance is like. And I feel like with a modern game, like, you know, if we make a video that's all about like the tier list for a modern game, eventually that's going to change and it's going to get patched and the video is not going to age well. So we're doing more of a solved game here.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your level of familiarity with Street Fighter in general?
Not much. I usually know who's good in a general sense. Like, I know Sagat's good in the old ones, I think. Like if we're talking 2 or Turbo. I know Akuma's banned. I know that...
In some of them.
In some of them, yeah. I know that Nash is really good in 5, or he was at the start, and now he's not, right?
Nash isn't even in this game, unfortunately.
No, I know he's not in 4. 4 is like, it's... Oh, God. Who have I seen a lot in 4? I don't even know. None of these characters stick out to me. I've seen some Balrog, you know, and I've seen, like, Snake Eyes, Zangief, but, like, I can only think of a couple characters that I've seen, like, repeatedly. You know what I mean? And I know that guy's a meme. I know that guy's a meme. I know he's not good.
well, you know, I'm not gonna. I'll go ahead. So the way
I know he's not good. Don't try to trick me, bro. I know he's not good. Don't try to get me on this.
So we've got 5 tiers here.
Okay.
Top, high, middle, low, and bottom. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk you through a handful of characters. Obviously, we can't do the whole cast, but a handful. Sure. We'll do their special moves, we'll do some of their pros and cons, and then you can use your sort of, your prognostication abilities, your character analysis abilities, and see if you can figure out how good you think a character is. But to give you a reference point, I'm going to go ahead and rank 2 characters immediately for you.
Sure.
We're going to do the best character in the game and the worst character in the game.
Okay.
So best character in the game is Evil Ryu, and the worst character in the game is Dan. So I'll go ahead. I'll pick those guys, and I'll show you a couple things that make these guys good and bad.
So Dan is actually like real bad. Is he? Because I never knew if Dan was like, clearly he's the joke character. He's supposed to be bad and the worst, but I thought he was like okay in some games to the point where like he's not so bad. Is that not the case?
Well, he is okay in this game. He can win. But he does have a lot of like disadvantages compared to most of the cast. I think Street Fighter 4 as a series is really balanced. Like most characters can definitely compete. Dan has a couple good moves, like his Dan kick, his knee. These are good moves, and he can DP FADC. I'm assuming you don't know what FADC is?
I do not. I think it's focus attack dash cancel, right?
Wow, you do know. You're good to go. So it costs 2 bars. And it lets you make a Dragon Punch safe, or it lets you combo off it. So he can do a couple things that are good, but in general, he just has a lot of problems. His normals are really bad. His conversions are really bad. It's hard for him to get damage off of a lot of attacks. So yeah, Dan's the worst.
He's looking kind of stubby. I can kind of see it.
Yeah, he is stubby. And Evil Ryu is the best. Evil Ryu, he really just kind of has everything. Oh God, hold on, I'm trying to pull something else up, and
I good. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of Evil Ryu when I've watched, but I've only tuned in like here and there. So I'm kind of surprised by that he's like the very top. I never would have guessed that. But then again, I probably forgot he's in the game, right? Because he's like, you know,
and there's like 8 different characters in this game that are like a different version of like Ryu, but upset, like, well, or like a different like, because there's Akuma is like Evil Ryu in a way. Like Akuma is like the dark side of what Ryu would be like if he were evil, and then Oni is like Akuma but even more evil. So there's a lot of there's Oni in this game as well.
I've seen Oni too, and I thought that was the same guy. He's not the same though. That's a different demon guy. Okay.
Well, Oni is Akuma, I think, but he's like Akuma unleashed, and then Akuma and Ryu are different. But
and then there's the hair guy. The hair
Nakali, yeah,
that's the guy.
He's in 5, but and Kage as well is in 5, and Kage is kind of like an evil version of Ryu as well.
Gotcha.
But okay, so Evil Ryu, he has essentially everything in the game. So he has fast walk speed. He's a lot faster than regular Ryu. Fast dash speed. And he has incredibly good pokes. So you can see he lunges forward when he does crouching medium kick. So he's a footsies monster. He has potentially the best footsies in the game. Plus, he has a multi-hit fireball that doesn't cost meter. So he wins Fireball Wars without having to spend meter. He has good mix-ups. So he has 2 overheads. He has overhead like that. He has overhead like that. So he can go high-low and mix you up that way. He also has left-right mix-up. He can cross you up, or he can hit you on the front because he has a dive kick. So really, this character is just insane. Also, he has an invincible DP for no meter, which a lot of characters do have invincible moves for no meter. I would say maybe like half the cast have them. But he can DP FADC Ultra, which is a powerful tool. So this is something I'll point out. So the Ultra meter is the circular meter on either side. You build Ultra by getting hit. And one of the important things about Ultra is that it has no use but Ultra, right? So like Super Meter, you can use Super Meter to
like
throw
EX and
moves.
stuff. Yeah,
into FADC, or to Super with Super.
But you're not making decisions with the Ultra meter. It's not
right.
like you're
With
like
Ultra,
gambling.
you either are ultraing or you're not using it. So a character having a really useful Ultra is good because you're not using it for anything else. If you have a bad Ultra, you'll just sit on the meter forever and not get to use it, and it's like wasted potential. And also, he has the highest damage combos in the game. So let me see if I can do at least one good combo for the boys out there.
Oh, this all links.
Yeah.
Oh, that all goes
I dropped
together.
it in there somewhere, but yeah, he
Jesus
can
Christ.
do like 40% for no meter, so his combos are really insane as well. Yeah, I'm dropping in the middle, but yeah. So he has the best combos, the best neutral, the best everything. So Evil Ryu's number 1.
Okay, yeah, that's clear. Okay.
All right, so let's go back to character select and we'll pull up the tier list again.
Sure.
And then we can start guessing about stuff.
Oh, there's gonna be some weird ones, bro. I know everybody's complaining about Elena, right? Elena's like I've heard stuff about her, but I don't know anything like how she functions or why. So I don't know why that is, but
well, maybe we should let's just start out with Elena.
Oh God. Okay.
And we'll go against Ryu because that should be a good character to kind of demonstrate against.
Sure.
All right, so I'll run through her move list and I'll run through some pros and cons, and we can talk about how strong we think the character seems. So, move list. She's got Spin Scythe. This is pretty much just like a combo ender. She can do like,
Okay.
She can do combos into Spin Scythe.
Is that an
She has.
Does that like catch high?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
And yeah, any questions you do have, feel free to ask. Don't hesitate. She has a DP, and EX version is invincible. Unlike Evil Ryu, she has to spend meter to make it invincible. So she has Link's Tail, which is a low, and depending on the strength, she'll do like more and more like spins. So it can be a little unpredictable how many lows it's going to be.
Can that lock you in? So if you do that and you do strong version and she's spinning, that seems like it'd be easy. Like if you block it, you could set up for a hard punish, right? Okay.
Yeah. So this is unsafe on block, but she can FADC it, so she can spend 2 meters to be safe. And it's a little bit scary to punish because, well, the thing is like, if they think that you're only going to do the light version, they try to punish and then they get interrupted by the second part of this.
Sure.
Or if they think you're going to do the heavy version, you just do light and then they don't punish you. So the fact that she can mix up between which version makes it hard to punish. But if they do have the read, they can block the whole heavy kick thing and get a punish.
Gotcha, okay.
She has Mallet Smash. So this is an overhead. I think even on non-EX, it's an overhead. Let's see.
I feel like she's tall, bro. I feel like that. How? Okay.
Yeah, that's
if you could give me a little cheat on this one, a little gimme. How important is height? Because like
how tall they are?
Yeah, like is having a big hurt box. I mean, obviously Zangief and Abigail are one thing because they're huge, but like Elena being tall, does that like? Because there are a couple characters in my home game, right, that are tall as hell, and it's way worse for them. Because I
would say height is rarely like a big downside,
Sure.
like, yeah, it depends on the game, but in Street Fighter, if you're really big, yeah, like there are some combos that work on them that don't work on everybody, but it's a little bit rare. Elena actually, even though like she is tall, but she also has a very cursed hitbox in some ways, so she ducks down lower than most characters, and when she jumps, her hitbox gets small. So she does actually have some good hitbox advantages. I would say overall, you would rather have an Elena hitbox than most other characters, just because her size becomes a little bit weird in some situations. She can be a little hard to hit.
Sure. Okay.
And yeah, so Mallet Smash is an overhead, and EX version, she can combo off of. So one thing about Street Fighter is that it's kind of rare to combo off an overhead. So yeah, she can link after Mallet Smash.
Okay.
So most of the time your mix-up in Street Fighter is strike versus throw. So you're either like, you know, gonna hit them or you're gonna throw them, right?
Sure, yeah.
So most characters who have an overhead, it'll be like what we saw with Eva Ryu, where it's just like one hit and that's it. You're just kind of chipping them.
Right. But she gets
Elena can actually combo off overhead, so that's pretty rare.
Does it lead into... I hit it again? Okay, no. I was gonna say. I didn't know if it led into knockdown, but it looks like they're just standing there. Okay.
It can if you do the right combo. So I think if I don't drop the link, we should be able to do...
Because leading into knockdown feels strong there, right? Like, I would think.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I think she can do... Yeah. If we pretend that I'm not dropping the link here, this is actually a one-frame link, so it's a little bit tricky, but
we'll fix it in post. You'll hit it in post. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The editor will make it look nice.
There. So she can link into a knockdown like that.
Okay.
Off of an overhead, which, yeah, that's pretty strong, pretty rare. Dudley can do that too. And maybe one or two others. But generally, most characters don't actually get like a real combo off overhead. And then her other move that I wanted to talk about is her Ultra. So the Ultra that everyone uses is healing. It actually heals her HP. It's kind of hard to show in training mode because training mode, my HP is always going to come back. But here we can do like...
Now, I got to know how high it goes because I've heard of this. I've never seen it like that much in a match. So I'm curious how much it heals, right?
She can do it fast or slow. So like slow, like with a longer animation, is generally so unsafe that you'll never do it. But the fast version, she gets
Jesus!
Like... No, that's training mode.
Oh, okay, that's training mode. Okay, I was like, oh my god, Jesus Christ.
She gets like 10% maybe?
Okay. Oh, that doesn't seem great. 10%?
And yeah, keep in mind that you do get Ultra by getting hit, so you know that you're going to have life to get back, because the only way that you have healing is because you got hit to get there. But yeah, it heals about 10%, I think.
But it's an Ultra, it's not a Super, so...
It is an Ultra.
That's the
Her
only
Super
reason
is
you're
actually
using
really good.
Okay.
She can combo into it in a lot of situations, but her EX moves are really good too, so I don't think you end up with Super that much with her.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk pros and cons. I've already covered a lot of these. So she's got really good normals and really good hit confirms. So she has a 3-frame jab. I know this looks like a kick, but it's actually a punch because she has no punches. All her attacks are kick attacks. So yeah, she has a 3-frame jab that she can link into full damage, like into a full combo. She has a really good sweep.
Oh my god.
That sweep, she has a really good slide. It goes like full screen and it goes under fireballs, so that's really good. She can confirm off overheads, like I said, that's a rare property to have.
Okay.
So the fact that she can get real damage off an overhead is powerful, and yeah, like I mentioned, her awkward hitbox, the fact that she can low profile stuff, makes her kind of frustrating. But she does have cons. Her cons are, like I mentioned, she's very meter hungry, so she wants to do EX a lot. EX is the only way that she gets invincibility. EX is the only way that she gets this really fast overhead, this one. So the non-EX versions she can't combo off of, so she has to spend EX for that.
Okay.
And she likes to EX for FADC a lot too, you know, like in this kind of situation. So she is really meter hungry. She has a really floaty jump as well. As you can see, she has one of the slowest jumps in the game. And, you know, the slower your jump, the easier you are to anti-air. So that's a downside as well. overhead low, it is unsafe on block. So like this move is unsafe, and like we talked about, this move is unsafe if they know what version you're going to use. So it can be a little risky to go for a high low if the opponent guesses right. But we've covered the character. Do you have any questions before we move on to the rating segment?
No, I think I've got a good sense of it. She's mad gangly, dude. She's just long.
She is gangly.
She's just gangly. She seems more safe than anything, I would say, but she does have tools when she's like the best characters in most games are the ones that like are good at that range, but also when they get in, like they could get back out or just stuff you on the ground. I'm feeling. I don't think it's a top, but I'll say it's a high because I feel like that healing isn't as good as. Like, I think any kind of healing always sounds like it's going to be crazy, but I don't think in practice it's that crazy. I got high on this.
Okay, well, I'll let you know. She is a good character.
Okay.
She's top tier, actually. Elena is probably the second best character in the game. Some people say she's the best.
Okay.
Some people say she's top 3 or 4. She's actually insanely cracked. So it's interesting, when Ultra first came out, people didn't really think she was that good. I think the highest placing she got at EVO 2014, which was the first version that had her, she got like 50th or something. She didn't even crack like top 16.
Like a slow grower. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
A grower, not a shower. And then in 2015, the top 3 of EVO, they didn't play Elena the whole time, but they all played her for like at least some matchups. So all of the top 3 were picking and learning Elena the second year that it was.
Is she one of those characters that's like mad, not easy, but like a good pocket, like anybody could have?
She is, yeah.
Gotcha.
And
okay, sure.
The thing about Elena, the way a lot of people describe her is against like the top, or not even the top, but against maybe like a dozen characters in the game, she goes like pretty even. So she goes even against Evil Ryu. She goes even against Akuma. She goes even against a lot of characters that you see a lot. But the rest of the cast, she just destroys.
So just good matchups. Okay.
Yeah, a huge portion of the cast, she just kind of invalidates. So one of the reasons is this sweep is so stupid. You can't zone her. The only character whose fireball she can't go under is Chun-Li. So people do tend to counterpick Elena with Chun-Li, but that's like a 5-5 matchup. That's not even like a good matchup for Chun-Li. It's just even. So that move is really broken. The fact that her hitbox is wonky, some characters have a really hard time like punishing her DP because her hitbox, when she recovers, she ends up like standing back too far, so you can't punish it. But I love that you said that Ultra doesn't seem that good, because actually her healing Ultra is an extremely broken Ultra. And there's a few reasons why. So
when I see that and I hear that, I just assume it's a gimmick, because like I feel like a lot of characters will have like they'll offset it and they'll make something like that and they'll put it out, but it has to be bad to make it balanced. But it sounds like they didn't care about making it balanced.
Yeah, I think it's the right instinct, because generally in this game, ultras that you can combo into are strong. So most characters who are really top tier have an ultra that they can combo into, because, you know, it's like what I mentioned, where like if you're just sitting on ultra meter, it doesn't do anything. So you want to actually spend your ultra. But there's a few reasons why ultra is really good for her. So one is, I didn't tell you this was maybe like withholding some vital information. If you absorb an attack with focus attack has armor. If you absorb an attack with focus attack, you'll regain the life slowly, and you get the ultra meter. So I'm regaining it way faster because of training mode. Normally it takes like
so you just eat projectiles and then you get healing off it.
Yeah.
Okay,
so she doesn't necessarily have to be the aggressor when she's behind. She can run away and then heal, and then she'll get the life lead, and then it's like, okay, now the opponent has to be the aggressor.
So you have to play her game. Oh, I would have said top if I knew that. Come on.
Yeah, so not only
you
is
set
it
me
the
up
fact,
on that one, bro.
I did. We were keeping secrets. So not only is the focus absorb thing good, but also because HP is the ammunition that gives you ultra, because you build ultra by taking damage, right?
Sure.
HP is the ammunition that gives you ultra meter, and her ultra gives her more HP. So she is the only character that she's almost guaranteed to get 2 ultras per round, but she can get 3 or even 4. So she gets way more ultras than every other character because she ends up having more health than them.
Yeah,
because
you're
keeps
able
rebuilding
to
her
get
health
it pretty quick. I didn't think the meter filled up that fast, but it looked like it went up pretty quickly.
Yeah, normally
Okay.
you get a level 1 Ultra when you lose 40% of your HP, and you
Okay.
get a level 2 Ultra, I believe, when you lose 80%. And so because she gains back 10%, she essentially gets a level 1 Ultra at 50%. And then, she goes down
Got it.
to, 10% or whatever, and then gains 10 back. So then she's at 20%, having used 2 ultras. But if she focus absorbs, she can get way more than that. So she ends up, even though she doesn't actually have high health, she ends up being the highest health character in the game because she's pretty much guaranteed to get 2 healings off. So
just a classic top tier that makes you play their game. I feel that. I got you.
she completely dominates neutral, and the fact that she has good mix-up, she has good confirms, good damage. Oh, I should talk about crouch tech as well. So this is going to be relevant for a lot of characters. So
Okay.
when you get thrown in this game, right, you can break a throw, right? Let me record this in a way that I'll actually be able to break it.
So you can throw tech, right? Or tech throw.
Yeah. All right, so you can break a throw.
Yeah.
Right, by throwing at the same time. But this game has something very interesting where if you crouch and throw, you can see I'm inputting throw while I'm crouching. But because of the way the input priority works, I get a light kick. So I don't get a throw while I'm crouching.
Okay.
So I can tech a throw with a crouching light kick, essentially. So you see I tech the throw.
Got you. Okay.
But if he doesn't throw, I get the crouching light kick, which kind of means I steal my turn. And Elena gets really good confirms off of crouching light kick. For some characters, like Dan is a good example, it's really, really hard for Dan to get any damage off of crouching light kick. But it's no problem for Elena because she has crouching light kick, crouching light punch, and then this 1-frame link, and then that goes into meterless knockdown, and then you can spend 2 meters for FADC to get really crazy damage. So her confirms off of lights are really good, and that matters a lot in this game because of crouch tech and because she has a 3-frame light normal, which is the fastest move in the game.
So that's just
no move is faster than 3 frames except
Sure.
for command grabs, I think.
So that's just a standard option select that every character has, but she gets more out of it than others. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Everyone is going to be crouch teching in this game, but only certain privileged characters will be getting huge damage off of it.
Got you. Okay.
All right, so that's pretty much all for Elena. That's all
Okay.
I have to say. So you did pretty well. I think you identified she seems strong, but yeah, a lot of people didn't identify when the game came out that she was going to 'Be top tier.
I mean,
It
I wouldn't
took at
either.
least a year for people to figure it out. And some people actually say she killed the game because 2015 was the last game. This was at EVO because SF5 came out in 2016. But people really, I feel lost interest after Grand Finals, which was Elena versus Chun, and it was the most boring match ever, where she just
Sure.
absorbed fireballs and did healing. So, yeah, that was tough.
I feel
while we're on
yeah.
the subject,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I feel like that kind of character archetype lives in a lot of different games where it's like a gatekeeper that shuts out the bottom half and then does really good against top half, and then you have to do what that character wants you to do. That's in every game. That's tough.
Yeah, absolutely. While we're on the topic of Chun-Li, why don't we just talk about Chun-Li?
Oh, I don't. I think she's normally pretty good, right? I don't think Chun-Li's ever been bad, right? I don't think.
I don't want to give any information, but
Okay, sure.
in 1 or 2 games she has been bad, but not usually. Yeah, it depends. So, we talked earlier about, we were talking about what games should we do for this, and you did mention that I think that Chun is top tier in Street Fighter 3.
I do know that.
Strike.
Her and either Yun or Yang. I can't remember. I think Yun, right?
Yeah, Yun
Okay,
in that
that's the
one, yeah.
Yeah.
So Chun is top tier in that game, and she actually does have a lot of the same things in this game. So she has a few differences. So she has a full screen fireball in this, which she actually doesn't have in Third Strike.
Okay.
But it's a charge move. So Chun is going to be a charge character. She has to hold back before she can throw a fireball. She has to hold down before she can do spinning bird kick. Spinning bird kick is mostly just a combo tool. But her EX spinning bird kick is her only invincible move. So she has to use EX spinning bird to get people off of her.
Okay.
She's got lightning legs, which you do by mashing the kick button. This is pretty much just a combo move. She can combo into it like this and get a knockdown that way. and she has Hazanshu, which is a flip kick. So this has to be blocked high. It's an overhead, and she can link after it too. So
Okay.
like we were saying with Elena, she can link after an overhead. If I can actually do it. Theoretically, this combo works. There we go.
There we go. You got it. Less
So,
work
yeah,
for
she
the
can-
editor. Yeah.
I'm my own editor, so that's
Oh,
all
okay.
for
Less
me.
work for you then. Time saved for later. That's good.
All right, let's talk a little about her ultras. So Chun is actually a character with 2 good ultras. So you select your ultra in Street Fighter 4, or you can select double ultra, which is what I have it set to.
Yeah, I see
where
the W.
all your ultras
I
do.
thought it was just 1 or 2. I didn't know there was a W.
Yeah, in ultra they introduced double ultra, so they do less damage in double ultra, but you have access to both. But
Okay.
usually with Chun, the ultra I just did there, that's her ultra 1, it goes through fireball. So usually in fireball matchups, people pick ultra 1. Let's see, let me record him doing a fireball. This is for the editor too. So yeah, in fireball matchups, you don't do that. That's her super. In fireball matchups, you can go through ultra, or go
Okay.
through fireball with ultra. So that's pretty good.
Okay.
And
yeah,
then
that seems
in-
pretty decent. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty strong, but it is a charge ultra, so she has to have charge to do it. She can't walk forward and ultra through your fireball.
Sure.
And then her ultra 2, which is Kakosho. This is pretty much just a combo ender. So a lot of things go into Kakosho. Pretty much anything she has that launches you. I think Spinning Bird works too. Yeah. A lot of things go into Kakosho, but it is a low damage ultra, so that's the downside.
Okay, got you. Is it only low damage in double, or is it low damage just regardless?
It's low damage in general.
Gotcha,
But
okay.
it's free damage because you would be doing these combos anyway. So the fact that you get ultra off them, it is essentially free damage.
Okay.
All right, so
I can't think she's bad at all. I can't. It's Chun-Li. I feel like she's always been decent. This strikes me as the kind of character who like was really strong at first, but the stocks only went down. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like,
it's possible.
that's
We'll
the
talk
feeling
pros
I'm
and
getting.
cons a little bit here. So
Okay.
pros, just like in every game, she has some of the longest reaching and best normals in the game. So she can hit you
Jesus, she
from way further.
stretches. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god. She
She has crazy range. She has good block strings and good hit confirms. So like I mentioned, Lightning Legs is a really easy combo ender that is a knockdown, so she can pressure afterwards.
Okay.
And her block strings are good too. She has like down fierce into Lightning Legs is plus on block. And she has like 1 frame links off of jab into damage. So she has good confirms, good block strings. She's pretty good up close. And like I mentioned, she can combo into Ultra, which is definitely really useful in this game. And she can combo into Super a lot as well. Chun-Li low-key has like one of the best supers in the game. So she can like do Lightning Legs combos into Super. She can do Flip Kick into Super. Let's see if I can actually do it. There we go. Flip Kick combos into Super, which is an overhead and it goes over fireballs. So she can go into Super a lot of ways as well. So those are her pros. Cons. So this is a big one, is that she's weak to focus attacks. So I haven't talked a lot about how focus attack works, but essentially you hold it down and you let it go, and it will absorb 1 hit. So if
So
they are
does
focusing attack,
She doesn't have a lot of multi-hits. Got you.
yeah,
Okay.
like her multi-hits are like Lightning Legs,
Legs,
which you have to
yeah.
mash the button to do, so it's hard to get that whenever you want. And yeah, like EX, which requires charge, and like Spinning Bird, which requires charge. So focus attack will just eat her pokes, and then she gets crumpled into a combo.
Got
So
you.
that's
Oh,
a downside for
bad.
her.
That seems
Yeah.
really bad, I would think.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has a couple ways to break it. We can do that, which is a pretty hard input, but she can do it like that. She can just ultra it. So she has a couple answers, but yeah, focus is hard for her to deal with.
Okay. All right. I think I've got it. I think I've got her locked in.
Okay. You don't want to talk about her other cons, or are you good to go?
I mean, that seems like a pretty big one. You could go over the other ones quick, but I'm starting to feel, I don't know. I'm getting that alone seems really bad.
Okay.
But,
her only
but-
other big downside is her anti-air is tricky. So, when the opponent is jumping at you,
Yeah.
a lot of characters will just have like one move that is like their anti-air move. So
Sure.
like for Ryu, it's Dragon Punch.
Right, yeah.
But Chun, she has like standing medium kick is good. Crouching medium punch is good at low profiles. Sweep is good, but only from certain ranges.
Spinning bird doesn't
Neutral
beat
jump
it?
heavy kick is good. So she needs to use the right tool for the job. You have to know every matchup and know, okay, against this character, this anti-air is good. Against this character, I do this. She has this too. That's a good anti-air. So she has like 18 different anti-airs, and you just have to know which one to use. So
Does
that's a
spinning
problem too.
bird not anti-air, or does it just trade?
EX spinning bird anti-airs,
'Cause
regular
it's
does
yeah.
not.
Okay, got you.
And EX you need charge too,
Yeah,
so
right.
you can't use it all the time. So
Okay.
and there are a lot of characters in the game with like dive kicks and stuff too. I think we talked about Evil Ryu dive kicks, so they can
Right.
change their air trajectory, which makes them even harder to anti-air. So that's our other problem.
Okay.
But
Okay.
let's pull up the tier list here. Where are we thinking for Chun?
I'm feeling a hard mid on this one. I'm getting a sense she was strong in the base game. Like, I feel like at the beginning of games, pokes like that and the early stuff is probably like, and also just a lot of sort of legacy knowledge and gameplay probably carried over, and she was probably really strong at the start. We have a character in Smash called Ness that starts out strong and he only goes down. His stocks get worse over time. I feel like Chun-Li probably at the start seemed really strong because the pokes and shit, people are like, oh wait, you could just focus everything she does. Seems harder to play and probably got outperformed as new DLC showed up. Like, probably, I'm feeling one of those characters that's strong at the start, and as the characters get weirder and weirder with DLC showing up and new characters, I'm feeling a middle on this. I think she went down.
All right, I'll give you credit. I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head
Really?
in every aspect here. Yeah.
Ooh,
So
okay, all right.
Chun, she is a mid tier in Ultra.
Okay.
There was only one version of the game where she was pretty top tier. That was the second version, Super Street Fighter 4. So for sure, lack of a good focus breaker is really brutal. And yeah, part of the reason why she's not amazing in this is going to be like the meta. So
Yeah.
in the versions where she's good, I'm not going to tell you who's good in this one, but in the versions that she's good, the best characters are like Sagat was one of the best characters in the first version, Ryu was one of the best characters, and Chun did pretty well against these guys because her Ultra goes
through
fireballs,
right.
because she can focus fireballs to build Ultra as well. That means she's pretty good in fireball matchups. But in games where more rushdown heavy characters are top tier, like Evil Ryu, and like Yun and Yang were introduced in Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. They were really broken in that
Sure.
version, and she was bad in that because Yun and Yang are really fast rushdown characters. So she has a hard time against the really oppressive offensive characters. And in games like this, where a lot of those are really good, she does struggle a bit. But she does go 5-5 against Elena, so that does help. But
It feels
yeah,
like
she's a solid mid.
being able to jump in on her and she has to do the right thing at the time. Like, that seems really frustrating. Very, like, being that defensive with those pokes, I don't know. I could see her being good in the past, but probably not now. So I'm glad I got that one.
She's
That's nice.
Yeah, you perfectly called out Chun's whole position in the meta, I think. But we're going weird now. Okay, we've
Okay.
done two normal of characters so far. We gotta go to my boy, if I can even find him. Here he is, El Fuerte.
Oh, no. Okay. I do know this guy sucked at the start because I played Street Fighter 4, the first one. And he was
Okay.
like, if I'm not mistaken, he was really bad but annoying. Like,
Okay,
If I
think
think-
that's a fair analysis of how he was at the start. I will
Yeah.
tell you, he did get buffed. Why am I a chef? Okay, I did not mean to pick this costume, but that's fine.
I do
I'll
know
tell
he's
you-
like a cook, right? He's like a cook luchador.
Yeah,
I
he
do remember
is.
that.
All his moves are like tostada press. You might not have volume, but this is the tortilla throw,
Yeah.
tostada press.
I played Street Fighter 4 when it first came out. I was an Able player.
Oh.
Yeah. So I know a little bit, but it was literally for like 2 weeks when the first version came out. So
Gotcha.
everybody
Well,
hated this guy because he's very annoying to casuals.
He is annoying. So yeah, some of the buffs that he got in Ultra, like this move, Quesadilla Bomb. This move, you have to hold down a button and then let it go to do it. So that is a downside because you can't press the button that you're holding while you're doing it. But now he can combo into this move. He used to not be able to do that. He can do like, I can't even do the link. There. Oh. Theoretically, there he can combo into Quesadilla Bomb.
Is that a good combo ender? It doesn't seem like it does a lot of damage, and it just puts you back to neutral, right?
That is definitely a
there's
fair
a knockdown.
assessment.
Okay.
It depends on the length that it's held. I think different versions.
I was gonna say because if it gets knocked down, that's good. If you don't get knocked down, that seems like not great for the damage.
Yeah, it's not the best, but it's honestly all he has. So that is one of his downsides. Is that so? Yes, he can confirm, like we said, like confirming off crouching light kick is really powerful because of crouch tech. So he can confirm, but this move is all he can do. So yeah.
Okay.
That is a bit of a downside. But let's talk about.
I'm already starting to get a vibe on this guy. So I'm starting. I think I might have an idea. But all right, let's keep going.
All right, so he's got the command run. This is like his most important move. So he's really mobile because he can. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He runs like Gumby. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He can run really fast and then stop running whenever he wants. So this is honestly pretty good just for movement. But the real reason you use it is for the follow-ups. So. Tostada press hits overhead, must be blocked high, and you can hit on the front or the back. They kind of have to guess what side you're going to hit them on. Tortilla throw is unblockable, has to be jumped. And he has a slide, so that hits low. So he has like high, low, throw, and cross-up mix all off of this run. So it is pretty damn hard to block this character. He is one of the harder characters in the game to block. But of course, when you get hit by these, you're not getting comboed. You're just taking the damage from the move. Single hits. And getting put back into another situation because you get knocked down. So his mix-up is really good. But yeah, it's not the most damaging.
Okay.
He also he can wall jump. This is pretty good with Fuerte as well. He has the longest wall jump, so he can go from full screen to hitting you.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's like the only character that can really do this. Maybe like him and Seth can go like full screen. So he is one of the most mobile characters because of this run and because of this wall jump. And also he is one of the only characters with an infinite. It's not really practical.
Oh wow. Okay.
But he does have an infinite. Most people, they get like 2 hits and then they do the slide ender, which if I don't drop,
is it just really hard to link?
Yeah, it is. Gotcha. Yeah, there we go. So we got 3 hits.
And it's dependent on getting somebody in the corner too, right? Which is like not. Oh, okay. Never mind.
It does work mid-screen, but it's a little harder.
Got you.
I think my record is 4 hits. So you can tell, obviously, it's really hard to get a bunch of hits.
Sure, yeah. Okay.
Oh, there we go. We got 4. Let's go. 4 for 26%. So it's not the most damaging, but it is actually a true infinite. If you're goated with the sauce, you can actually infinite them to death with this. But I don't think anyone's ever done that in a match.
Sure. Okay.
But as for his cons, he is stubby, similar to Dan. His normals don't reach far.
I got this guy locked in, bro. I think I got him.
Okay.
I think I got him pegged, bro. I do.
Before you decide, let me talk about one more thing.
Show me one crazy thing. Yeah.
Okay, so his Ultra 2 is actually pretty broken. So it's a grab, so it's unblockable.
Okay.
If they're just standing there and you do the Ultra, they can jump out like on reaction to like the animation, like the screen freeze. But if they're in the middle of a move or landing from a jump, that's kind of the big thing. If they're landing from a jump, they're guaranteed to get hit by it. So he can do stuff like he does this move, which is unblockable, has to be jumped. And then if they jump it, he can ultra them on landing. So it can be kind of like an inescapable situation where you can't do anything.
So it looked like it does. It looked like it did 25. Is that like in the context of the other ultras in the game? Is a 25% ultra?
Well, I'm on double ultra, so
okay, sure.
That makes it do a lot less. Sure. It does 34 if they're at full HP. They take slightly less damage when they're low on HP. So I think with with just Ultra 2 selected, it does probably 40-something%. I don't know.
Like in context of the rest of the cast, is that like good? Is that decent? Like damage?
It's average, I would say.
Okay.
For an Ultra that you can't combo into, you know, sometimes like an Ultra is really broken to make up for the fact that you can't combo into it, but
Right.
he can't combo into his, and it doesn't do that much damage, but that's because it's unblockable and has those advantages that you can like catch the opponent out of any attack they're doing. So
Got you.
His Ultra 2 is pretty ridiculous, but yeah, it does have the downside. Only way to combo into it is a crumple.
Sure. Okay.
All right, so you were saying you felt like you got it figured out.
I got him locked in, bro. I got this one.
All right.
Trash version 1, right? Bottom, not good. Not better than Hakan, because I remember everybody saying Hakan was awful.
Hakan was not in the base game, but yeah.
Hey, wait, he wasn't in the base game? Hakan wasn't?
No, he was in Super Street Fighter 4.
Oh, was he the
or maybe
first character that got announced, maybe? Maybe that was it. I don't remember. Like the first character that came out in the DLC. I don't remember. I thought he was in the base. Okay, whatever. I remember Hakan being bad.
This was pre-DLC. This is where we had to buy a new game. Can you believe that?
Oh, was it
back in 2010,
really?
we had to buy a new game every time.
Dude, this all bleeds together for me. That's crazy. Oh. I'm feeling like Fuerte he started bad, and they tried to help him out a little bit. Gave him some buffs, tried to help him out. The only fighting game I've spent a decent amount of time in for any length of time was Mortal Kombat, and I played Kano. Kano is a career bad character.
Okay.
He is really annoying for casuals because he's a knowledge check. He is the gimmick man. And I think that's where Fuerte's sitting. I'm feeling a low on this one. I think he used to be bottom, and he got a little bit of love, but it wasn't anything close. And he's probably like really annoying for casuals. But in real play, he's probably easy to shut down. That's my guess.
Okay.
That's my vibe.
He's annoying to everyone. I'll tell you that. He's not just annoying. He's annoying to fight all the time. But
okay.
I mean, you're on the right track that he did start out not that good. I would say he was low in original Street Fighter 4. But you know, as accurate as you are with Shun, you're slightly off the mark. I think he's actually high tier.
Oh, he's good?
He's borderline mid-high. He's on the higher end of mid, the lower end of high. He's probably not top 10, but he's not that far from it. Fuerte is actually pretty cracked in Ultra Street Fighter 4.
When I saw that tortilla bomb and like the guessing, you know what I mean, when it comes to like when he's running, I'm like, okay, that seems like something that appears to be good, but when they actually get into the game, like there's probably something that a player can abuse, and then it's just like it's shut down, you know.
There are, you know, limitations to the gimmicks. Like at some point, just doing this over and over is not that good.
Right,
they can focus dash and stuff to get out of it, and then like doing this. So yeah, to a degree, like just having a one-note playstyle with the character is definitely not good enough. But there were some people who were able to make this character look really good at the highest levels of play.
Okay.
And there's a few reasons. So. First of all, he doesn't really care about getting zoned out, right? You can't keep this character away with fireballs. So for characters like Sagat, who his entire plan is to throw fireballs at you, or like Dalsim, Fuerte really counteracts that because he just gets in.
That
like,
EX run is killing me.
I know, and this has armor too, so this goes through multiple hits.
What, multiple hits?
Yeah, I think up to 3 hits.
Okay.
So EX run is good, and you know he just instantly gets in like
that's
that. Like,
crazy.
If they throw a fireball, he just does this and he's in. So you can't zone him out. So that's a problem. And if he has the life lead, how do you catch him? He just runs away, and then you chase him into the corner. You know, you chase Fuerte into the corner. You're like, all right, I finally got him. And then he's like, nope, I'm out.
Oh,
now I have a whole other screen to work with.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
We have this in our game. His name is Sonic the Hedgehog.
So he's
okay.
hard to catch when he's ahead, and when he's behind, you can't keep him out. So he gets in.
Right.
So those are like the main good things, and then the stuff that's obvious, like the stuff that's intended, like yeah, his mix-up is pretty good. Like he has true high-low throw mix, and that big catch of, you know, okay, you jumped out of this, well, guess what, buddy, I'm catching on landing with Ultra. Like that's pretty brutal too.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I would say that if Fuerte were able to do what Evil Ryu does, so what Evil Ryu does is if he lands this, you know, like light kick, light punch, then he does like crouching medium punch, I'll just show with Ryu. He can, you know, Evil Ryu can do stuff like, you know, he'll do like this and FADC and combo off it and stuff like that. So if El Fuerte could do that,
Yeah.
he would be by far the best character in the game. So the fact that like all he can really do off these stray hits is go into this awkward move, that is like a limiting factor that makes him a little bit fair. And this move requires you to hold the button down too. So like
Gotcha.
that
Okay.
downside makes him a little more reasonable, because yeah, if he could somehow do like jab, and because he can do like this, right? He can combo like that, but
Okay.
this is close heavy kick, which is a hard move to land.
Yeah,
So
they'll
if he
look
had
short.
some way of doing like jab, link, I don't know, into close heavy kick, he would probably be broken.
This
So
was
his weak
screaming.
combos are a problem.
Yeah, this was just screaming goofy gimmick mid tier to me.
Yeah.
Like it's something about him. I can't believe he's good. That's
yeah.
That's crazy. But that
Fuerte
makes
is a
sense.
menace.
The run that seems obnoxious. I can see that.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we got Fuerte. Let's move on to a different one here. I think I've got two more prepped for you here. Let us take a look at. Let's just go to the other Mexican character, which is T-Hawk.
Oh, I have no fucking idea with this guy. I don't know anything about him. I've never seen him played, so we'll learn. I'll learn a lot on this one. Okay.
All right, perfect. So T-Hawk is a grappler.
Yeah, I know he's
So-
got that goofy ass throw where he
He has command throw.
That's the one. The one
Yeah.
where he spins. Okay.
So I'm not sure if you know like all the differences between command throws and normal throws, but command throws cannot be broken.
Right.
So normal throw you can break, command throw you can't break. So that's a powerful property that command throws have. Also, command throws are 2 frames in this game. So I mentioned earlier, usually the fastest attack is 3 frames, like 3-frame light normal. But command throws are 2 frames. So moves that are -2 can be punished by command throw. So most characters can't punish a move that's -2 on block. Also, he is the only grappler in the game with a Dragon Punch. He's the only one.
Oh wow.
So
Is that
for
active the
non-
whole
to
time?
Maria Strikers.
Yeah, it'll hit them like all the way up at the top. So, non-EX Dragon Punch is not invincible,
Thanks, Rabbit.
but it
Thanks
will
for the
be
500
jumps.
bits. 500,
And then EX Dragon
100,
Punch
100
is
bits.
fully invincible,
Thank you.
so it'll go through
I was about
attacks.
to say the gifties, the biddies, and then I didn't. So.
He's got a couple other things. He has Condor Spire, which is a forward-moving move, and the strength determines how far he goes.
Okay.
So you can do some tricks like do this, Condor Spire to like get close to them and then throw them. And then if they like try to jump or backdash or whatever, you do the longer reaching one, which will catch them. And he's got Condor Dive, which is for going over fireballs. So if they throw a fireball, you can dive at them from far away. This is unsafe on block though, so
Yeah, it doesn't
don't
look
get
great.
baited. So pros and cons. Obviously, just having a command throw is strong. Also, if you look off his light command throw, he's left close to you. So most grapplers, usually if they
yeah.
land a throw, they're sent full screen.
That was my first question, and I might be giving too much away. I was gonna say, why would you play this over Geef? But I guess if you get the, I mean, if you have the Oki and they're on the ground in front of you, I mean, maybe that'd be valuable. But okay.
Yeah, I would say those
Yeah.
are 2 big advantages that he has over Geef are that light grab does the least damage, but you get the best setup.
Sure.
Heavy grab does the most damage, but you get no setup. You go
Right.
like full screen. So you make that trade-off, but Geef doesn't have that option. Geef always sends you far away, but then he can like EX green hand to close the gap, or regular green hand. And his other advantage is that he has a DP. Geef doesn't have a DP. He only has Lariat. So what's interesting about having a DP and a throw, right, is that the opponent is guessing, you know, if they expect that I'm going to command throw, they will either like try to hit me out of it or they'll try to jump, right? And Dragon Punch beats both of those options because it's invincible and because it'll catch them out of the air. But if they think I'm going to Dragon Punch, they want to block it because Dragon Punch is the big downside is that they're unsafe on block. But if they're blocking, I can throw you. So it's kind of scary in general to be close to T-Hawk because he'll either DP you or he'll throw you. And if DP lands, he's also left close to you. So you don't want to get hit by DP either. But he does have one big downside compared to Geef, which is his hit confirms. So we've talked a lot about hit confirms. So Zangief, something that he can do is he can do light normals into a special that leaves him close.
Sure.
And it combos. And T-Hawk cannot do that.
So you
if I can actually do a
really
link
you have
here.
to be super melee with this guy. Like
Yeah, so you can see like it's not actually possible for me to combo into any of his specials from this situation,
that
even
kinda
with EX.
blows. Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if he's landing jabs like this, all he can do is crouching medium kick. That's like his combo ender.
Okay.
And that's a link as well, so that requires there we go.
How's his damage output comparatively? Like on just normals?
So if he lands a close-up hit, his damage is quite good. So he can do like that.
sure.
He can do. Let me see if I can do his good combo. Theoretically, that works.
Boom, boom, side up. Got you. Okay.
Let me see. There we go. That all combos. But so I would say his damage for like combos is like pretty good, and then his damage on command grabs is also, you know, pretty good. Like heavy command grab
Not
does
bad,
230. EX is like the compromise between light and heavy. EX does less damage than heavy, but more than light, and it leaves you less close than light, but closer than heavy, so
Got
you
it.
can
So
still
it's
like
in the middle.
pressure.
Sure.
So yeah, his damage is pretty good, and then his ultra is really scary as well. That's his super. You have to press all 3 buttons on the same frame to get ultra over super, so a lot of people mess that up. If you have full super, it's rare that you actually have full super. But it can come up. So yeah, his ultra does 50%.
Jeez!
Yeah, and ultra is 1 frame.
Oh
Geef
my
and T-Hawk
God.
both have 1 frame ultras, so that's actually the fastest move in the game.
That's insane. It does
Yeah.
50?
Yeah, and the thing about this ultra, so I talked about like Fuerte, they can see the screen freeze and then start jumping, right? And they'll get out. But that doesn't work with T-Hawk and Zangief. He's
Okay.
trapped. Because
he's
he
stuck.
didn't do
Okay.
anything before the screen freeze, he's doomed. There's nothing he can do. He's gonna get grabbed.
Is that
He,
just
he had
because
to
he's
like
bigger?
already be jumping.
Because T-Hawk is grabbing high, I guess, as opposed to
No, it's because of the
Forte.
1 frame thing.
Oh, 'cause
because
of
the
the
1
one frame.
frame
Yeah, yeah.
happens before the screen freeze, so there's 0 frames left for Ryu to do anything.
That's sad. Okay.
So Ryu had to have already been jumping.
He's
So yeah,
stuck.
now he's gonna eat 50. So the ultra is really scary too.
Okay.
So those are his pros basically. Oh yeah, he has good pokes too. He has probably better pokes than Zangief. So like this reaches far, this reaches far, this reaches far, this reaches far. So he has good pokes. So those are his main upsides, his main downsides. Obviously he's really slow, right?
Extremely.
So
yeah.
against fireball zoners, it's really, really hard to get in. This is his only real anti-fireball
And
option.
that's so easy to bait. Like that.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
seems very easy. Yeah.
And they can like dragon punch it too.
Right.
Actually, let me see. Does EX Condor Spire work? I think that should work. Yeah, EX Condor Spire works too.
Okay.
So those are
Yeah,
like
but
his
that's
only.
Still not far. That's not like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go like.
You only get that from mid range. Like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's probably his biggest problem, getting in on zoners. Also, like I talked about, the whole hit confirm thing
Sure.
is a major downside. Nothing combos from this far range. The best he can do is like either the crouching medium kick, or he can do like a gimmick like that. But yeah, they can just jump. And so yeah, he. Oh yeah, and also he doesn't have a comboable ultra. That's the downside too, but. This ultra is so good that like I'm not really gonna complain about T-Hawk Ultra.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't combo into it obviously.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for the character. Any questions?
No, I think, as soon as you said grappler, my mind went to a certain place, because like I tend to play grapplers in most of the games I play, and they're usually pretty bad. I remember being very surprised that Geef was actually pretty good, and I watched Snake Eyes. I was like, holy shit, how is
Yeah.
he winning? Nobody ever does that. I think grapplers are usually pretty bad in general, and he seems extremely slow. I feel like if the meta is revolved around, because it sounds like there's a lot of fireball, there's a lot of projectile, there's a lot of zoning, and he doesn't really deal with that very well. You have to stay up close and on people. The fact that Fuerte is good actually makes me feel like T-Hawk is worse. Like, because that defines what the meta is going to be like.
Because Fuerte is so mobile.
Right. I feel like
and T-Hawk is
mobility
so
being
immobile.
important is kind of a bigger deal. I'm going to put him at, I think he's a low. If not bottom,
Ooh.
I'm feeling low. I'm feeling low on this one.
You know, he arguably could be bottom, I think. I don't know. It might be hater.
But he is low. He is low.
He is low.
Absolutely. Let's go. Okay.
And of course, aesthetically, it makes sense that low is the only one that we haven't had a character for yet. So of course.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I think he's kind of weak for obvious reasons. Just that it's hard to get in, and then this whole non-hit confirming thing is actually like really
that
really
blows.
Brutal. So yeah, like.
Because you have to keep guessing to get in, and when you get in, you don't have anything unless you are literally on top of them.
Right. So like, if he lands like a few jabs, he has no way of turning that into a situation where he can potentially throw you.
Yeah, you got to guess right so many times.
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
that's tough. T-Hawk was good for, well, he was like mid-tier for a very tiny amount of like arcade edition Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
And he hasn't really been that good since, unfortunately. But I do love this character.
He's goofy. Is there a reason to pick him over Geef? Like sincerely, now that we know how good he is.
So what's interesting is people actually say he wins the Geef matchup. So if you're a Geef player and you don't want to fight the mirror, you could play T-Hawk, because T-Hawk outranges Geef because he has good pokes. So some people say he wins that matchup.
And because you'll fight him up close. You both want to be up close. That makes sense.
Exactly. So he can keep Zangief away, and Zangief can't really keep him away. I'll go ahead and spoil it. Zangief's high tier. Zangief is quite good. By far, the reason why Zangief is better than T-Hawk is because Zangief can hit confirm. I'll just show you.
I just know that Green Fist was like a big deal, right? Because like that was like a new thing, I think, in this game, if I'm not mistaken. So.
He actually had it in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but in this game he can combo into it.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Well, I'll edit out all the loading screens and all these unnecessary transitions. Let's see. So yeah, like Geef, he doesn't have as good a range. But he has a couple, like, this is a good poke, this is a good poke. But T-Hawk's pokes are better, but Geef can do this. And then look how close he is, right?
Right, dude, he's right on you. Jesus.
It sucks to get hit by this against Geef. It does cost 1 bar, but yeah, like...
That's nothing, though. I mean, like, oh, dude.
And then you try to jump out, right? You're like, he's close to me, and then he just does it to you again. Like,
right.
So yeah, that's why Zangief is good and T-Hawk is bad, is essentially just the hit confirming issue.
Gotcha, yeah. No, that makes sense.
All right, one more character.
Will never be top, right? I mean, like, he'll never be a top tier, right?
You know, I was actually, I was talking about this with my stream chat. Like, what's the last game where you can remember a top tier grappler? And I couldn't really think of any. Like, at least definitely for Street Fighter, I don't think there. Zangief was almost top tier in the very first version of Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
And he's high tier in Street Fighter Alpha 2, but I don't think there's ever been like top 3 grappler in Street Fighter that I can think of. Maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong.
I can't think of any games where because I feel like grapplers by their nature have to be kind of like, for the risk reward you get for guessing.
Yeah.
Eventually the guessing loses out to just like good frame data pokes.
People always say that like, if games had top tier grapplers, people wouldn't play.
Yeah,
people would just get annoyed. So that's probably why they keep them weak. I guess like Z Broly in Dragon Ball FighterZ was top tier, but in that game everyone has Super Dash, which like gets you through everything, so he doesn't really get zoned out. But
sure, yeah.
We got one more character. This character select screen is honestly so huge. I never know.
So I didn't know there were this many characters. Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
this is all, you know, like 4, 5, 6 years or whatever of Street Fighter 4 versions all put together.
Yeah.
So if I can actually find the guy that I'm looking for, he's right here. We're looking at DJ.
Oh, I love DJ. Okay. I know nothing about him, but I love the character.
All right, excellent. So DJ is going to be our, the second charge character that we've seen. Chun-Li was the only other one. So similar to Chun-Li, charge fireball. And he's got this charge up kicks. And this is a really, really good anti-air. So if they are, he has a very standard playstyle of you throw fireballs, and then when they expect fireball, they jump, then you anti-air them with up kicks.
Okay.
So that's the most simple way to break down his playstyle. He's got
like
Sobot.
a shitty Shoto. Okay.
Yeah, well, or like Guile. Have you ever played Guile?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's got the mix.
Guile does the same thing.
Okay.
Guile's also a charge character. But unlike Guile, he has a forward-moving special move, Sobot. This is mostly just a combo ender. You can do that.
Okay.
And then he has Machine Gun Upper. Machine Gun Upper is a pretty awkward move. This is another charge move. It's down, up,
Charge
punch.
down, right.
It does a lot of damage, but no one really plays this move. Or no one ever really like lands this move because you can't combo into it in like any situations. Like you do that and it just whiffs. So that move's a little awkward. You can do this in the corner and that's about it. And he can actually go into Ultra off this. Well, I didn't even get all the hits. Hold on. We got to be optimal here.
All right, if he's got the maracas, this guy's a goofball.
Exactly.
I don't know, dude. I'm feeling a
Samba de Amigo.
Yeah, I was gonna. As soon as I see the maracas, this guy's a goofball. He can't be good.
But look at the damage, though.
Well, yeah, that's a good
58%.
58 is a bunch.
He can actually do that mid-screen too, I think. Let me see if I can. This is kind of a swag confirm if I can actually do it. Oh,
No
I
way.
think first try, boys. So yeah, the reason that's hard is because it's a charge move, so you have to like input the dash without losing the charge.
Yeah. That seems, dude. Can you stuff the Sobot, the big kick that you're doing?
So this move is actually pretty interesting because I believe they made it in this version so that it hops lows. Let's see if that works. Oops, not that move. Oh, light version only, maybe.
Got you. Okay. Because when I was watching it, I'm like, okay, if that goes like, half screen, that's pretty good. But if you could just stuff it.
The light version will beat lows, and it obviously loses the highs. And then the other versions can get stuffed at lows.
That looks bad on block. Am I right?
I think it's safe.
Okay.
I don't
Do you have to
actually
space
know.
it? Like you can't just whole hog it, or?
It might be version specific. I don't think you ever really do this move on block, to be honest.
Sure.
It
just combo ender. Yeah.
So we talked a lot about hit confirms and hit confirming off light normals, and guess what? He can do that. Look at that, not too shabby.
Sure.
That's one of his strengths. Another strength is his fireball is good. He's annoying to get in on. And yeah, he's got this good anti-air when he has charge as well, so he's annoying to get in on. That's another good thing. And then his other strength is kind of interesting. It's his vortex capability. Have you heard the word vortex as it relates to fighting games?
Yeah, we have in our game it's Fox. So yeah.
Okay, it might be different because Fox, does he like knock you down and then mix you up?
No,
I
Fox
guess he like
doesn't.
tech chases.
Fox is like tech chasing and 50-50s, and if you guess
I
wrong,
see.
you're taking like 70. So, but if yours is knockdown, no, that's different.
Yeah, usually in Street Fighter, at least, when we say vortex, we mean a knockdown into a mix-up that leads back into the same knockdown. So
okay.
You're guessing, and if you guess wrong, you're gonna have to make the same guess again. And usually the options have to be like pretty perfectly 50-50. Like there's no trick that Ryu can really use to like block both correctly, like an option select or anything. So he does have that. So he can jump in and combo into a knockdown. Let's see. Like that, and then he can jump in again. So the mix-up is he's either going to do like this and hit you cross-up.
Like a fuzzy, yeah, okay.
Or he's going to do like this and hit you on the front. So he has this interesting bazooka knee move that alters his air trajectory.
That's weird.
Yeah, so if he jumps from like this range, you think he's gonna cross you up, but he can actually hit you on the front too.
What a weird character. Okay, that's a.
So his mix-up is pretty formidable when he gets the knockdown. So those are his pros. Oh yeah, and his throw leads into the mix-up as well. So that's an extra mix-up option that can add to the vortex. So yeah, those are his pros. His cons. So one interesting one is actually his EX fireball. So most characters, their EX fireball will be 2 hits, right? That's true for pretty much everyone in the game, is that their normal fireball is 1 hit, EX fireball is 2 hits. So if you're having a fireball war, the EX fireball will go through 1 fireball and hit you, right? But DJ's EX fireball is a little bit different. So DJ's EX fireball, instead of a 2-hit fireball, he actually throws 2 fireballs. So Ryu has time to block after the first fireball. So I know it seems minor, but it is kind of annoying in fireball matchups that he doesn't just like win the fireball war by doing EX, and then, you know, he would like get in off it or whatever if the EX lands. No, it doesn't work like that for him. So that's one problem. Another problem is, you know, he's a charge character and he relies on charge more than most other charge characters. So Chun-Li has lightning legs, which, you know, you mash kick, so you don't have to have charge. So she can always use that for a combo ender. But all of DJ's combo enders require charge.
So he's locked into this place, though. Okay.
Yeah, this move requires charge. This move requires charge. This move requires charge. This move requires charge. So there's a few situations where that's really bad. So one of them is like if the opponent like misses with something or makes you block something that leaves them like far away, right? So like imagine, for example, that I like jump over this. Let's see if I can show it. All right. So if this happens, right? Ryu is kind of far away, but he's in a punishable position, right? He's landing from a dragon punch.
Sure.
Most characters will get a punish here. DJ can't do much. He can sweep. He can like dash up and do something like this.
But you don't have range or like super poke normals or anything like that.
You can. Well, yeah, you can't do anything that goes into a special because in order to get a special, you would have to dash up to be close, and then you could like do this. But then when you dash, you lose your charge. So in situations where he has to dash to punish, he can't really get anything except like this.
Yeah, I'm just getting shitty Guile vibes.
Okay.
It's kind of how it feels so far, but
oh yeah, the only other big flaw is that it's hard for him to combo into Ultra. So I mentioned that being able to combo into Ultra is like a good property to have. For him, it's like really awkward. You can see he like loses charge to dash forward after the crumple.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
I think it is possible, but you have to go with the sauce. And yeah, like because his only move that leads into Ultra is this, and that has really short range and requires charge. Like you can't do that. That doesn't combo, so
no, that seems bad. Yeah.
That's his only move that goes into Ultra, so he can't combo into Ultra either. So those are his flaws. So let's jump to the tier list. How are we feeling about DJ?
I think that the feeling I'm getting from this dude is that this is something that I feel like fighting games are gonna have more and more as like you keep adding new characters. It's like, why would you play X when you could play Y? And I'm getting this weird like I said at the beginning, kind of like a Shoto thing, because like he's kind of basic in his, like the kit seems kind of basic and neutral, but then it's also a lot of guile in there too, and I feel like he's just the shittiest part of both worlds. The fact that you can't confirm into super or anything because you have to lose your charge seems very bad. I'm feeling a bottom on this one, dude. I don't think he's very... Yeah, I'm just gonna go with my instincts. Like, and I think it's they try to make up for it with that Ultra. You couldn't put that Ultra on a good character. Like, putting that Ultra on a good character would be criminal, right? I feel like DJ, that's like that's what they gave him to try to be like, okay, well, you could do this. But no, he's bad. Am I right?
You know, I think it's got to be something in like my tone of voice or the way I talk that I'm giving too many signals.
Are you
because,
giving
yes,
it away?
He is bottom tier.
Let's go!
Some people say he's worse than Dan. It's close.
Oh, that's sad. Oh no.
But honestly, the only real reason why he's bottom tier is just damage. He just can't do any
really?
damage without charge.
Okay.
Yeah, he just needs charge to do any damage, and he can't combo into ultra, so that hurts his damage a lot too. That's really just the whole reason why he's bad.
Sure.
It's funny that you say that his ultra would be like too good on a good character. Honestly, his ultra would be bad on any character just because you can't combo into it. It doesn't
like,
matter
the damage
how damaging it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
like no
but
matter
if it's
how
not
much damage it
consistent.
does, if you can't combo into it, you're not gonna land it.
Yeah.
I do think that was probably part of their thought process was like, okay, well, if you get a jump in, and then you combo off the jump in into, you know, like an optimal combo into ultra, then it does insane damage. But like this doesn't really happen.
Nobody's doing that, right?
So yeah, he is bottom tier, but I will let you in on an interesting factoid.
Yeah.
Since you're talking about, you know, him being worse Guile.
Sure.
He is worse than Guile in this game. Guile's probably mid-ish.
He was really good at
but
the start, right? I thought I remember Guile being like good at the start, but I don't know if that's like
he was like okay. The thing is like Guile is simple, so I think that probably helped.
right.
him at the
And
start,
I feel like being defensive in like early fighting games is like way easier than being good at the game. Like, you know,
but in
being
the
offensive.
first game that DJ premiered in, in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is the version of Street Fighter 2 that's played in tournament, DJ is actually way better than Guile and potentially top tier.
Oh, okay. Shit.
And Guile is just like decent in Super Turbo. But I'm curious, do you have any theories why DJ would be bottom tier in this game and top tier in Super Turbo, and why DJ is a lot worse than Guile in this game, but he's a lot better than Guile in Super Turbo? Any thoughts about what could be different about the two games?
I would feel like it's power creep if I had to guess. I feel like past games are probably a lot simpler. Like in terms of like strings and stuff, I don't think they were as complex or as like, I feel like they wouldn't have been as serious as they are now in 4. Like in 2, it's just like 6 hits will kill, right? It was like a lot higher damage. It felt a lot quicker, I guess, in that way. The matches, like time to kill was lower. But I feel like in this game, there's so many new characters doing so much more shit that I feel like DJ would fall behind. That would be my guess.
Why don't we just pull up the game? I'm
ahead,
almost
show
done
me.
with your time here, but why don't we just take a look at Super Turbo, and yeah, we can talk about it a little
Show
bit.
me what DJ's up to.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to lower my volume here. All right.
Isn't T-Hawk really good in this game? Or is that just... Doesn't he have a glitch with the throw? Okay.
T-Hawk, he's got one good thing. Well, he's got a few good things, but yeah, the throw loop thing is pretty dumb, but he is not amazing. He's like maybe mid-tier.
Okay.
Because he gets zoned. Same problem as
Yeah,
SF4.
sure.
Okay, so yeah, DJ is super broken in this game. And yeah, I think you are kind of on the right track that like, yeah, the game is simpler. Like the fact that DJ,
I feel like time to kill is way lower in this game. Like the rounds are quicker, less interactions.
right? Like the fact that he needs charge for everything is like less of a downside in this game. So that's one thing. But the other reason why DJ is good, let's see if I can actually do this. Oh, it didn't stun. If you do this just right, it will one-touch stun. So DJ is the beneficiary of a touch of death combo in this game.
Oh, so they go into Dizzy right away?
Yeah, you can do one combo into Dizzy, and then you do another combo that kills them.
Oh my god. Okay. I would not have guessed that. That seems like something Capcom should have noticed.
Oh, they didn't know back in the day.
No, they had no
Dizzy?
idea. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, they had to take
Maybe
that
I
away.
don't actually know the Dizzy combo. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure it out. It's something like this. Anyway, yeah, he can touch of death you in this game, so that's one reason why he's good. But also, like, this game has no focus attack, so the fact that DJ has kind of like better pokes than Guile matters in this game.
Yeah. He's fast. I'm sure that's every character in this game because it's turbo.
Yeah, this game is just cracked.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that it's very well. Most characters can't really combo into super very well in this game, so the fact that DJ can't feels like less of a downside, or the fact that he needs charge to do it. So
he just seems to me like a really, I don't know. His kit looks very simple as opposed to like the characters that would come later, and I feel like that it's. I feel like that just falls behind until you give him something crazy. And he doesn't really have anything that feels like, I don't know, oppressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like it depends a little bit because like in this game, like there are some good simple characters. Like Sagat was kind of broken in the first version, and he's one of the most simple. So I think it just comes down to I think something that people really underestimate is how much like small changes can change everything. Like if they took away like 10% damage on a few of Sagat's things, he probably would have been pretty balanced in the first version.
Sure.
But this was so broken in the first version of Street Fighter 4. It did like 60% of their HP.
I remember people complaining about Sagat, and I thought Sagat was just like always good, and that was kind of his gimmick, is that he's supposed to be, you know, he's designed to be at least a high tier, but
yeah, I think the way his moveset is put together does lend itself to being good, but a lot of it comes down to the meta. So we talked about how like Chun-Li was really good in versions where she wasn't getting rushed down that hard, but then she becomes weaker. And Sagat's kind of the same, like characters that if the meta is other fireball characters and characters who struggle to get past fireballs, Sagat is like crazy.
Yeah.
But if the meta is like characters like Fuerte who don't care about fireballs, and actually people used to even say in the first version of Street Fighter 4 that Fuerte went 5-5 against Sagat when Sagat was the best character.
Oh, geez,
because Fuerte can jump full screen and he can EX armor.
So he's better the slower the game is.
Yeah, exactly. If Sagat can keep everyone out, he's generally really good. He's really good in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. He's the best character in the game. Because people don't have any tricks. They don't have focus attack. They don't have,
there's just
shenanigans.
Less mechanics.
Yeah. But anyway, that's about all I got for you. So how about we'll do like a report card, like how accurate you were. So I feel like
not bad, bro. Not terrible.
The only one that was hard, I think, was Fuerte. I think everyone else, like Elena was a little low.
Yeah.
And Fuerte was way low. But other than that, I'd give you maybe like a B. I think your character estimation skills are pretty on point here.
I feel like honestly, I don't play fighting games regularly, but I will like observe them enough, and I feel like there's a lot of stuff that transfers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like whether it's like there are gatekeeper characters in every game. I had Fuerte pegged as like that weird execution test, like knowledge check mid-tier.
Yeah.
Although he's a little bit better than that. There's always like a top tier that gets phased out over time. I don't know. I feel like if you show somebody enough games, you could kind of start to feel out people. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you that if I ever had to do this for Smash, I would be hopeless. I don't.
Smash is so weird, dude. Like
I don't know anything about. I know like melee balance, but I don't know anything about Smash Ultimate. So I would simply get them all wrong.
I might be able to put something together. I think that might be fun. Although Smash is like so. We have a power creep issue because the latest DLC, Fighter Pack 2, like people are saying they're ruining the game.
I remember like people said Joker was top tier, and then people said like Steve was top tier.
Right now it's Kazuya, because Kazuya has he has like a fully invincible thing that he could touch a death you, and he doesn't get like all the other fighting game characters like Ryu and Terry get walled out and they get zoned out, but he doesn't really. It's a weird spot, but I feel like Smash is so weird that like you show me like DJ, he's a charge character, has a really strong ultra that you can't combo to. These are like known concepts, but like if I showed you Banjo, he doesn't make sense if you don't have Smash context. You know what I mean? It makes no sense without a background. It's tough.
I remember when Ultimate first came out, I sincerely thought that King K. Rool was top tier. I was like, this guy is so. How do you do anything? But apparently, you know, he was like day one. People thought he was good, and then immediately fell off.
I want you to know that you're not alone. Even some of the best Smash players in the world were like, "Oh my God, he's so good." That's a Smash thing where, and I thought it was actually an all fighting games thing. But I guess not because Abigail came out fucking busted. Big characters in Smash are always bad. Literally always bad. Characters like Fox, like fast characters. There is one character, Rob, who's kind of a heavy that's like sort of good, but he's not really like he can do anything. So
right.
If you see a big character, he was like, oh my God, what is he gonna? He gets danced on every single time. Speed goes crazy. Like
I think like the Marvel games are kind of like that, other than Sentinel.
Yeah.
The Marvel games traditionally would be like the fast characters are good and the slow characters are bad.
Yeah.
But then Marvel 3, it didn't stay that way because like Hagar and Hulk ended up like pretty good. But
I forgot about Hagar. Yeah.
Yeah. Street Fighter is super slapdash. Like for example, you know, we know that Yun is top tier in Third Strike. Yun is top tier in Ultra Street Fighter 4 as well. But there's some games like Capcom versus SNK 2, you know, it like plays similar. It's a ground-based game. It's a lot about poking. It's a lot about fireballs. And Yun is like the worst character in the game. So it like just depends on the implementation.
That's kind of interesting though, because like, I don't know. It's weird because in Smash, there are characters that will go up and down based on their kits, but it's never that the game is fundamentally that different. Like some games are more defensive, some games are more zoney, but like generally, like Fox will never be bad.
Right.
I feel like in Street Fighter, if you have like turtle characters, but it's a rush down game, like Guile's gonna suffer no matter what. You know what I mean? That's kind of interesting because the only character so set in stone, right?
Yeah. The only character that'll never be bad is Akuma.
Because he's got everything.
Akuma, because the design of Akuma is let's make a broken character and then give him low health. They're like,
like glass cannon stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he has low health, so he'll be balanced. But yeah, Akuma's top tier in almost every game. He's top tier in this. And Chun is usually top tier in every game, but Street Fighter 4, I feel like focus attack hurts her so bad. It's a unique mechanic in this game, and that definitely. Plus, this game is kind of dominated by dive kickers.
Sure.
Yun and Yang and Rufus and Evil Ryu and Akuma all have dive kicks, so they're pretty tough.
It's a weird question. In your experience, is it like going game to game? Because in Smash, the thing that'll like Roy was really bad in Melee and in Smash 4, and then in Ultimate he's crazy. But it's less to do with mechanics and more to do with they just straight up buffed his damage. If like Chun-Li is good and then she's bad, is that like they toned down all of her damage so her stats suck, or is it like this playstyle doesn't work in this game? Do you understand what I mean? Like, is it a difference between the straight numbers, or is it like the functionality of this kit doesn't work in this capacity?
It definitely depends on the game, and you know, I don't know that much about Smash, but I get the impression that Smash, do they play test with good players before the game comes out?
In Ultimate, they do. The other games, not really. Ultimate's in this weird spot because they had a bunch of pro-Japanese players help balance the game, which led to a game where, like, there are clear tiers, but it gets really muddy around the high to middle tier, and it's actually a nightmare because with so many good characters, knowledge is, like, everybody can do something in the game, so it's way more balanced than it should be. It's actually annoying how balanced the game is. So yeah,
there's not enough cheap stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like there aren't characters to oppress anybody. You know what I mean? So
that makes sense. Yeah, Street Fighter, well, fighting games in general, they do a lot of play testing. So obviously, like broken characters slip through. But if it's something simple that makes a character broken, like, you know, they just do too much damage on everything, usually that gets seen.
Sure, yeah.
Usually, like the characters that slip through. I mean, I don't know about Evil Ryu, man, because everything he does is good. But, like, Elena, like, no one would have expected Elena to be top tier. It was just, like, a combination of weird factors that nobody thought about.
Was Evil Ryu, like, a power creep late edition, like, $5.99 character? Like,
so he was part of Arcade Edition, which also brought Yun and Yang. And they actually said, when they released Arcade Edition, that Yun and Yang were intentionally too good because they thought it would be entertaining to introduce like villains of the game that everybody unites around hating. But it was a huge mistake because it was a terrible version. Everybody hated it, and they nerfed the crap out of Yun and Yang, and Yun was still good enough to be top tier, and Yang is like mid tier. So.
That's a cool idea, I guess.
Yeah,
but,
and you know they were like, people are getting bored with the current game, so it would be a mistake. Yeah, it would be a mistake to release new characters and then they don't like change the meta at all. So they released new characters that were all you saw in tournament. Daigo switched to Yun. It was like the only time Daigo didn't play Ryu or Evil Ryu in Street Fighter. Street Fighter 4, that is. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, man. I won't keep you any later. I realize we've been on this call for like way longer than I anticipated.
Oh no, it's all good. I love talking about this stuff. It's fascinating to me, like I said, as somebody who like sort of casually watches this stuff, and especially because like, I don't know, dude, 6 is really appealing to me. Just with the way that it's looking now, and I love the open world aspect. Not for me personally, but I think it's gonna like breathe a lot of life into. Because, like, you know, MK has their single-player, like, casual, like, story mode thing. Yeah. And it's always, like, how do you get more casual appeal into the genre? And I feel like that's going to be super cool. And I got to be honest, bro, those modern inputs, I get why fighting game players hate that. I love that shit, because now I don't have to remember inputs, which I can't wait for. I'm so happy.
I think it's good for a lot of reasons. Like, yeah, for, like, people like you who you've played Street Fighter a little bit, but... it's not that much, and obviously you don't know every character, so like you can pick any character and be able to see all their special moves. Like, that's pretty good.
Dude, the issue that I've had for years is that I can only play Ken in Street Fighter in any game because I know his inputs, right? Yeah. And I played Street Fighter 5 for like 2 weeks, and I played Cody, and I really liked it, and then I went on vacation. And when I got back, I'm like, I don't remember anything. I don't remember bingo. I don't remember... the clothesline, whatever. I don't even remember the name of it. And I was just like, what the fuck am I going to do? You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like with modern inputs, if they find a way to standardize that, I think it's going to be easier. But
yeah, no, I think it's really smart the way they're doing it. Yeah. And to give you, you know, my insight into Street Fighter 6, so you were saying like one of the problems with Ultimate is that it's too balanced, it's too fair.
Right, yeah.
A lot of people felt that way about 5. Not that it's too balanced, but that they nerfed good stuff a lot. Like in the early versions of the game and in the beta of the game, a lot of stuff that was really good, they nerfed. And so when the game came out, it felt a little underpowered.
They didn't let the meta breathe.
Yeah, sure. A lot of people say that. Do you know like V trigger is like everyone's like activated thing where they get more powerful? Yeah. People would say that like characters only felt complete when they were in V trigger. They felt like they didn't have enough options. So that was 5, and now 6. They are really going the opposite direction. 6 is cracked. It is broken. Characters have insane stuff in 6. So
I'm excited for it, dude. I hope it's good. I'm gonna be here for it. I'm excited because I always want to get into the series because it's so cool from like a design perspective, but I can't get absorbed into it. So, hope 6 is good.
It's gonna be a tough 10 months, man. It's gonna be a tough wait, but it should be fun. All right, well, you know, you ever want to collab on anything again, just feel free to let me know.
Absolutely, dude. Thank you so much for doing this. This is a lot of fun. I'll shoot you the recording tonight.
All right, sounds good. Thanks. Stuff. Bye, chat.
Say bye, chat. Everybody say bye, JMCrofts. I'm going to show them your YouTube now. Get these guys to subscribe. Thanks a lot, dude. I appreciate it.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, take care. See ya. That was fun. That was pretty cool. I like that. That was a good time. I love picking the brains of people who know this shit in different games and contexts, and you know what I mean? I've only been in my little Smash pond for a long time. He actually hit me up when we talked, and he brought up a couple different games. One of them was like Marvel 2, Third Strike, stuff like that. And I guess we went with Street Fighter 4, because I have the least knowledge of that one. I was like, okay, Third Strike, I know Yun and Chun are the 2 good ones. And then Marvel has like Storm, Magneto, you know, that whole thing, but... check out JMCrofts. He's on YouTube. Oh, what the fuck? I wasn't subscribed. What the hell am I doing? I had that thing where I got all of his videos and I don't subscribe because Google knows I like him. But now we've dropped the subscription. We're good. Check it out. JMCrofts on YouTube. 243K. Jesus. Good Lord. We're on there. His content is really good. Yeah, he puts out great stuff, including this Junpei video. This joint, it was only 2 months ago. Got 212K. That's crazy. Thank you, Psy Guy. That's crazy. All right, you guys ready? We were gonna do Turtles tonight, but my friends bailed on me because they're unreliable. So, kind of feeling a little bit of. Might have to go back to the. Might have to do a little bit of yeah. A little bit of quarrying, quarry champing. Roller champions. That's later, bro. Come on. All right, we do it. Well, let's do a little quarrying. We love quarrying here. I got to do a react stream soon, bro. I haven't reacted in so long. It's been an all gameplay. Thank you, Be More Duck. It's been an all gameplay month, which has nuked my viewership. I gotta react all of July. July is all react. I try to think of another A word for July. All react. All reacting. Always. August. All react August. What the fuck? I should push it off a month. That's true. Always reacting August. There we go. We'll get the numbers up. All react America because of 4th of July. I like that. That's good. All right, let's get on some Quarry. All reacting August. All right, I hope I can beat this tonight, right? We're close to the end. I can taste it. All react for ad revenue. I like that. That's good. Look at you, creative. By the way, chat. Guys, please. I only have a few more days for this raid thing. You gotta help me out. You guys don't understand how much this helps me. I only need 31 more. Please. Thank you, Evanfoy. Evanfoy? Raging Bagan. Thank you, guys. Please. I already got you. Get another phone. Tell your parents. Come on. 31 more, and we'll make it. Come on, everybody. It'll help a lot. All right, we'll do some Quarry and then some, what? Do some Quarry and then some Roller Championsing. One Subula and I'll do it. I can't do a Subula for one raid, dude. Come on. For one raid? Fine, I'll do a second one for PC, but that's it. Hey, if everybody just did it 2 times... Dude, there's 1,100 people in here. I just need 31 of you, okay? Just 31. Come on. Why don't you do it? I can't. I'll get in trouble. 21? No, it's 31 because I need 110. So I need 31. And you could use the code GetDeliana. I was like it's Delania. GetDeliana to give even more. Come on. That's all I need. Help me out. All right, let's finish this game. Let me get the sound effects on deck. Give us 5 sound effects for the stream, and I'll do it right now. 5 sound effects? That's crazy. What are you talking about? That's way too many. Vine Boom. 1 hour of silence broken by bro moment. What was that? Water phone. Okay. Loop them all? A laugh track would be great. No, I don't want to do a laugh track. Because a laugh track would, like, it might not hit. And I feel like if a laugh track doesn't hit, it's a lot less offensive than if a vine boom doesn't hit. You know what I mean? Does anybody know about where we are in the game right now? Can anybody tell me, like, a percentage? I don't want to spoil, but I also want to know if I can beat this tonight.
Watch.
That's what I'm curious about. It's not 2%. You can beat it tonight? Let's go! Tonight's the night, then. You can beat it tonight for sure. Okay,
Nice job
sick.
cleaning up
Tonight's the night.
the eye. I mean,
It's harder than they make out in the textbooks. Especially when nobody's helping you.
you're the doctor.
Animal doctor. And no, I'm not. And I probably never will be.
I'm not gonna kill this guy, bro.
Stuck in here forever.
He's a nice guy.
You know, just
He's
'cause
just in a weird
doesn't
spot
mean you
because
know.
his brother's a werewolf.
you know.
What?
I'm not. This isn't what it seems to be.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
You and Max are in just as much trouble as I am. My family? We
Are
didn't hurt
werewolves.
anybody. We're just trying to survive like everybody else. Do you understand?
Not really.
Her other eye is bugging out, bro. Oh my god.
We're gonna end this thing once and for all.
We?
Yeah.
So, how is your family involved?
He's not gonna tell me shit.
My family is down at the bottom of a well.
How much a raid do we need to play? You just had to
What?
do the tutorial. Just the tutorial. That's it. That's all.
Family is the most important thing in the world. But if your whole family, you know, like every last one of them decided to jump down the bottom of a well and they're all just hanging on the end of a rope, how can one person be expected to pull them all back out? You can't. You pull on that rope and you're just gonna fall right down to the bottom of the well with the rest of them. And what's the point of that?
Don't look at me.
Right, so you,
Bro, he looked at the camera there.
you're
What
the
the
one
heck
at
was
the
that?
top of the well with a rope? And
Yes.
Freaking
thought
me
that
out.
was
Don't
obvious.
stare at me.
yeah, okay, yeah, I got it.
Forget it.
It's a family of werewolves, bro. This game has a lot of, like, do you run or do you save yourself? Or run and
Let's see
save
how
yourself
smart
or
you
try to help somebody? Because that was the first choice of the game between her and Max, right? And that keeps happening.
What is this?
And the point of, like, the water,
Information.
whether you, like, jump in the water to try to
what
save
does it
somebody or
mean?
let them drown, don't go in after them, you know what I
Read
mean?
it.
Trolley problem-esque. Well, not really a trolley problem because you have to
When
go
full
in
moon
too.
Above shines first.
It's like you're
east
jumping on the track.
Internal shall outward burst. One by one leads lambs to slaughter. It stalks your breath, but shuns clear water. And should you yourself be cursed, armed with silver and the first, when moon is full before its wane, rend the beast that cursed you slain. No longer shall you face your blight, or fear the dread of full moon's light.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you have to hair the dog that bit
Keep
you.
reading.
You have to kill the werewolf that killed you. Take his gun. No. No, leave him alone. He's being nice. He's being nice. Don't take the gun. Come on.
And if it's a bite with which you're
We're not gonna do
faced, cleave limb from torso with great haste. Perchance you'll save your cursed soul before infection takes its toll.
Starting to get the picture.
It's not a lot to go on. And frankly, it's shit. Why did they have to make it rhyme?
I don't know.
Laura rules, dude.
That's all we have to go on.
Laura's the best.
Kill the werewolf that bit you and you'll be cured. It has to be silver, has to be full moon. Seems pretty straightforward to me.
I like Laura, bro.
If you can kill the werewolf, and that's a big if.
I just want to cure Max.
So Max...
It's not as straightforward as you think.
Max would have to find the werewolf that bit him, which may have been Ian? Right?
If you knew all this, why didn't you just kill it in the storm shelter?
It's
when
his
you had
brother.
the chance?
It's not so... I was... When I...
Straightforward?
No,
Yeah,
it's
so
not... They're not so easy to hit. I was trying to protect you, too.
Why did he start stuttering? This is some, like... This is some, L.A. Noire ass acting. He's been one way the whole game, and now that he's... By the way, I can clearly see her eye. Wait a minute. You see this? You can clearly see her eye under there. Come on, man. Lazy and greedy devs. We hate those here.
You're not telling us everything.
I'm telling you everything you need to know.
I don't believe you.
What if killing ain't an option? What if you had to use science?
Use science. Just like that. Oh, genius. Wait, I'll set an 80s montage going.
I'm serious.
Coney, they gave you the game. Oh, yeah, they did. I forgot. Thank you, Onsen. No, he's protecting someone. He's protecting
Why
his
is
brother,
killing not an
who's
option?
a fucking werewolf.
I think you're protecting someone.
Easy.
Take some time to think about all this. I'll be back in the morning. Seen enough?
How are these sounds so on point? I get very lucky. Someone stuck at the bottom of a well? Oh, you think it's like literal? You don't think that's a metaphor? That's real.
I don't think I'd believe a word he just said if I hadn't seen that.
Hi, Coney. Can I ask you a question? Only if you complete the raid tutorial. Hit ! Raid in the chat and complete the tutorial before Sunday. And once you do that, if the number goes up, then you can ask me a question. I need 110 of those. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my house. Help me out, huh? I didn't watch last Quarry's stream. Do I need to go back or will I figure it out? You'll figure it out. Nick is now a werewolf. Nick fully morbed. What else happened? Abby died, but I rewinded it, so she's okay. Now we're in the past. Laura is now Big Boss. I thought Max turned into a werewolf. He does, but it's only they only get werewolfed at a full moon, and they grow their skin back. That was really weird too. How did Abby die? Did Nick kill her? Yeah, Nick killed her. There was nothing I could have done. It was actually a really weird choice. The game really tricks you. And I couldn't. It wasn't my fault, but that wasn't my fault. What happened? It was the game with the gun. Thank you, Shadow, for the Prime. Appreciate it. Okay, I believe him, bro. I don't think he's lying, dude.
I believe him.
I don't think so.
You can't tell me you really trust that guy now.
I didn't say that. I said I believe him.
No
About
way to know the gun would help. There's
the
no way to
werewolf
lower
stuff,
the gun
Not the science bit.
or to aim it correctly.
what
I
he
didn't know
wants.
if it was gonna hit.
He's a dirty lying kidnapping cop, Laura. We should be careful of anything that fucker says.
Again, if he was gonna shoot us, he would have done it already.
Well, fuck him.
Wait,
He's had his chance to fix this.
maybe Laura is a
We're getting outta
werewolf,
here and we're gonna fix
which
it
is
on
how
our
she
own.
has her eye back. Maybe that's what it is.
Hey, Laura,
Yeah?
I saw what happened. What I did to your eye.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh my god, that one was loud. Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry.
Will be nice. Although if it was my eye, I wouldn't have been nice.
It wasn't you. I know it wasn't you.
I know. But it was.
We're gonna fix you, Max.
If that happened to me, I would not have been nice.
I promise.
Be nice? Absolutely not. Somebody rips out my fucking eyeball.
I know they're in there. Who? The counselor that didn't show up. How'd you find out?
Dude, I'm hungry again. I didn't eat dinner.
Scrapped an
Oh,
abandoned car. A while back, I worked out the rest.
but I don't want to eat at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock now. Ugh.
Why?
Why'd you think, Chris?
Jesus, Travis. You're still here? That's fucked up.
Fucking bet one of them, Chris. What was I supposed to do?
Watch Coney turn into a werewolf. Because it's late. Oh, shit!
You
Oh.
shot me.
I'm telling Mom.
Thank your lucky stars it wasn't silver.
What's your plan?
I
Kids
fucking
still here
told you.
forever.
Told you he's a werewolf.
Maybe if you'd done your job, they wouldn't have been at the camp that night.
I
You ever think
fucking
of that?
told you.
If I'd have done my job, you'd all be in prison. You ever think of that?
That was all Bobby and Caleb.
Or
And
those
you know it.
hikers and that fucking journalist?
Damn it, Travis. What are we gonna do now?
Whatever happened to we're all in this together? Shh, man. Let's go to my office. We shouldn't talk here.
Okay, so he's covering for his brother and the rest of his family. And
What is it?
the witch lady in between rounds is their
Travis
mom.
was just in the hall talking, the cop.
So?
With Chris Hackett.
Was he here to let us out?
No. He's the werewolf, Max. Chris Hackett is the one that bit you down
So
in the
we
storm
have to
shelter.
kill Chris now.
Holy shit, that's... Who would have guessed?
I did.
I mean, I guess thinking about it, I could have.
And yet you didn't.
It all makes sense. That's why Chris's car was at the lodge that night.
And that's why he
Travis
didn't
was
drive
protecting him.
all the
That's why
counselors
he followed
despite
us,
driving
and
a
that's
car
why
that
he
could
didn't kill
seat
the werewolf
6
in the storm shelter,
comfortably.
because it was his fucking brother. God, it's so obvious.
If Chris was the one that bit me,
Oh, I
then-
bet it's not even this, actually. These games always do this.
Yeah,
They
then
lead
that's
you
our
down
cure.
one path, and then they go down the other. I don't...
That's how we fix you.
There's probably
Jesus,
another...
Laura, are we thinking the same thing?
Tomorrow we're getting out of here.
I'm gonna get Travis's gun and kill Chris Hackett.
Yeah, yeah, they're probably...
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey! Help her! Laura needs help! Laura? Laura, are you okay?
God damn it.
Why is he smiling? Oh, you kids.
What the hell's going on?
Laura?
How does he not... What the fuck? What a shitty cop. No, no, no. I hit my quick times. What a quick time.
Give me the keys.
You don't have to do this.
He got beat by 2 QTEs. I'll be apologetic.
I'm sorry, but I do.
Let's just talk about it.
You had your chance to talk.
Keys.
I mean, that's true. If he was a little bit more honest. Bro, the safety
Okay.
could be on.
Okay.
I feel like she doesn't know the difference.
Fuck.
It's another QTE. My hands are ready, bro. Try it. Oh, I catch these keys. There's a lot of throwing keys QTEs. Huh. I've missed all the other keys because it would be funny, but... Go to jail. Oh, what are you doing? What?
I never knew you had it in you.
No, I don't think you let him out. Wait.
Come on.
How long has it been since the last one?
Laura, please think about what you're doing.
Wait a minute. When you kill somebody on a full moon, does the person who morbed have to kill the werewolf? Or is it the person... Because if the person who morbed has to kill the werewolf, they're going to be a werewolf too, and they can't silver bullet them. Or is it you kill the person... Like, can Laura kill Chris, and then Max is saved? Like, leapfrog it. Anyone could kill the original werewolf. Okay. Because what I'm thinking is going to happen, okay, hear me out. Laura gets bit by Max. You have to either kill Max and save yourself, or kill Chris and save Max. You know what I'm saying? One of those. That's what I'm feeling.
You're not so tough. Why don't you take some time? Think about why you're in here.
I either kill Chris to save Max, or I kill Max to save myself. Do I apologize? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dude. What an accurate achievement. Incredible. They call me the reactionist. That's me. I do be reactioning. That's true. I can't believe they didn't just call it reactor. That would have been a very funny achievement to
We
get.
should grab our stuff.
We need silver ammo. He must have some around here.
Reactionary?
What
Oh,
is
hold on a minute, brother. It's a little
I thought
different.
I heard someone. No, I still can.
I'm sad I didn't play Turtles tonight. I was excited for that. But I'm very excited to hopefully beat this game.
It's coming from behind that door.
What happened to that? My friends bailed. Cringe, I know. Impossible to get gamers in schedules. It really is. It's so hard.
There's nobody in here. What the fuck?
He makes them.
What is it?
Shotgun shells. He loads them with silver. That's where he was last month, hunting.
Where do the hillbillies come into this?
Well, I guess I won't be needing this anymore.
I feel like the hillbillies haven't done anything. You know what I mean?
I just realized something. We're free.
Do we have to kill Chris?
No, Max. We're
Oh
not
yeah,
free until
TK is
Chris
on
Hackett
Panda
is
now.
dead.
Congrats. Well done.
And it doesn't look like we've got much time.
Everybody say big congrats. Drink it up for TK.
You're right, but Let's just take the win for
At
now.
the Givitational. Unfortunately, I
Celebrate
am
when
not
it's
going to the
over.
Invitational, but fortunately, I'm going to Utah,
We're going
which will be a
straight
fun
to Hackett's
tournament.
Quarry, and we're ending this tonight.
Am I really gonna kill Chris? That feels fucked up. I know just the mobile app to download to celebrate. It's what TK would want. He wants you to complete Raid Shadow Legends tutorial. That's what he wants.
And I made my way here to camp. Left Max at the island. Seemed like the best place for him, surrounded by water and all.
How long ago was that?
That's it.
Well, I
That's
guess we
the
were all coming up
story.
at the same time, so it was only like a week or something.
Don't all jump in at the same time.
93 raids done.
Wait.
Wait, we're at 93?
The island?
I have the preview closed to save frames. Bro, 17 more, please. Please, guys. Please. Oh, I'll beg. I'll beg you. Please.
Like our island, like the one in the lake?
Yeah, why?
I need 110. Stop trying to backseat me on fucking math. It's 17. Okay? It's 110. I don't know why that says 10. I'm not fucking stupid. I'm an adult. I know the difference between 100 and 110. Now it's
Jacob,
16. Then 16. Thank
Went
you.
back there looking for Emma, and he hasn't come back
They
yet.
try to backseat
Not
me
other than
on
Emma.
arithmetic.
Oh, shit.
Thank you, Duke of Cheese.
Well, if they were there, they're not there now.
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't make me spell it out for you. I've just come back from there and there's one werewolf and no people.
Oh, fuck.
All I know is I have to do this. I have to kill Chris Hackett before it's too late.
We're gonna make a choice, bro.
After you saw me at the pool, after I shot Chris,
Why does she keep saying his full name? I
I
don't
went
know.
back to the island expecting Max.
Really
be
try to
back.
drive in this Hackett thing, I guess.
But
Ah, more flashbacks. This is a long chapter, dude. I'm glad I didn't keep playing this last night before Roller Champions. I almost said Raid Champions. That would have been a bad choice. I can't wait for this to go up on YouTube. Well, you know what? Bad news. I think this might be Twitch exclusive, which makes it more special that we're all here. I think there's a bomb on YouTube, bro. Just gameplay straight up. Oh, it would be on VODs, yeah. It might be on Coney VODs.
Max?
Oh god, what are these frames? This shit chugging. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no. I think I still have my my streaming thing set to encode with the GPU when I could do CPU now. Cause I have a 12900. Okay, maybe I should do that.
Max!
Maybe I should update that. Might be better to do CPU now.
Max?
Because my CPU usage is at 4% right
Hello?
now. It's like nothing. Oh, I got Max out. That is Max. Oh. Run? What the fuck? Dude, that werewolf was out for like a bit. He was like stunned. Oh god, look at him. They lose all their hair too? Ugh. Ew. Shoot his ass? No, that's her boyfriend.
So the werewolf I killed.
She
can't
loves
have been
him.
Chris.
That wasn't a werewolf. It was Kaylee Hackett. Kaylee Hackett, Chris's daughter.
Kaylee Hackett.
Whatever
Kaylee
I
Hackett.
shot, that was no girl. Unless I guess it turned back. It turned back after I shot it.
What is going on with the game?
Wait, so how come Max didn't
I guess
kill
it's
you?
loading everything in the thing. Oh no. Oh no. Do I tell them about the bite? Oh. Wait. Yeah, why am I not a morb right now? Wait a minute. If I've been bit.
He tried. I got away. I need to end this.
It did take Nick a while. No, you're right. Yeah, take the gun. Hell yeah. Yup. Don't shoot her now, but keep it.
We don't have much time.
We don't shoot her yet.